What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Nerd Edition Holy Try Football Podcast Conference Championship Week Preview. It's me, AWAT, coming to you from the U.S. capital of the Red State, the Commonwealth, Pennsylvania, to my west. D-Berg, what's up?
Ready to make the championship drive this weekend. Unfortunately, it's not the one hoped for.
It's not the Charlotte.
This time last week, not the Charlotte. Will not be taking in the Zimas versus the Dookies. I got to say, I didn't know how I felt about that. We'll obviously get to it later. I think I know what I want to happen. I'll just
the doomsday scenario. I want the doomsday, obviously.
To my east, Can, what's up?
Just watched the playoff reveal show. Can't say I'm surprised. Can't say that I'm happy either. You know how I feel after listening last week.
Yeah, Can with the strong. Where's the turnover chain underneath his shirt?
Yeah, seriously. I'll leave the show for 1 week. He gets it all out.
That's what I said.
Yeah. There's no way around it.
I feel like we switch bodies because normally that would be a position I would take, but I just view it so far away. Like I guess I'm in the same boat with Texas, right? Like that really, you can say they're a 9-3 team, right? But
yeah, Texas is interesting because I don't think they should be in. But to their point, what is the point of them scheduling Ohio State then? Yeah. If they would have scheduled Rice, they'd be in. Yep. They'd be in.
Mm-hmm. I hate it. I hate how that is so true.
Yeah. And today, I think Bama just got rid of a South Florida game, I think, that they had.
Even with Golesh.
Well,
Sans Golesh.
They pushed it down the line.
That means it's gone.
Yes, which any intelligent person in the college football space knows that, but some people say, 2032, all right. No, that thing is never happening.
And that's smart of them. You saw the GOAT, the greatest coach of all time, could not handle USF. I would not want them on the schedule either.
Yeah. The new rankings came out. I was driving. I hadn't watched any of it. I just caught up a little bit ago. What's all the online buzz about?
Well, I haven't seen any online.
Notre Dame being out.
Yeah. Well, Notre Dame is out if BYU wins, right? Basically. Yurachek said.
I saw they're 4-1 underdogs to make it at this point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And Yurachek basically said that they are where they are now, but that yet again next week they will reevaluate and build out what they want, basically. And neither team plays. Miami or Notre Dame plays this weekend, so I'm not sure what would change between now and then for them to decide, we're going to bump them ahead. But it definitely sounded like when he said it, not that it sounded like it, sorry. He left that door open, and I could see them walking right through it as this pressure continues to mount, I think. Same mind as me.
So what's Notre Dame to make the playoff right now?
I just saw something. They were 4-1, but I don't know. I can check it obviously right now.
I'm on there right now because they're minus 520
to make it.
And it all week it's been in line with the BYU money line, and it's not 520. BYU's money line was 410. Now it's 400.
Gotcha. Yeah, somebody must have hung a bad number then.
So I'm not sure why. I went into my bets, and you guys, I never bet. Oh, my last bet was the Nick Kurtz AO Rookie of the Year in April. I took some of that and rolled it over onto Notre Dame to make the playoff. No.
The emotional hedge.
This was November.
You get everything you did.
November 17th. I did this.
Oh.
Do you know what the no number was then?
Like plus 1,000.
I got him at 1120.
Wow. Steam.
My cash out, it's over double, but No, definitely
let it ride.
Definitely let nothing ride. So,
what date did you put that in again?
Well, November 17th, he said.
November 17th.
After you witnessed in person.
Yep, at 5.
He did not like what he saw.
5:16 p.m.
He feared the tree.
Was that wasn't BC, was it? When was the BC?
No, that was 2 days after they played Pitt.
Oh, okay.
In a game that didn't count, of course.
Of course.
So, I know I said on here months ago. Well, not months ago. Actually, probably was like 12 weeks ago. I said, we'll address this around Halloween. And I did kick the can down the road. And I had that little rant on all the Notre Dame people that kept referring to when we're in the playoff, So the same as last year, the smallest Grinch part of me kind of just wants to, have that "I told you so." Because
that's similar to how Joe is feeling right now, and vindicating dumping on David, being happy about.
Franklin.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. I know exactly what Joe's feeling. So obviously, I want Notre Dame to get in, but if they don't get in, a little extra Christmas bonus, I guess.
So the question is, I guess, what? Because Notre Dame's buoyed by the 2 good losses, right? And then otherwise, the resume is just about generally the same outside of that head-to-head with.
Everybody heard you, Ken. No,
was it?
We heard you. I mean, this whole argument, I'm not. You're not wrong at all.
Yeah.
It's just whatever narrative street you want to go down.
Yeah, right. It's bizarre this year. I don't know.
You can go down Metric Street. You can go down Resume Street. You can go down Deserving Street. You can go down Eye Test Street. You can go down old school, old fashioned.
There's so many streets.
There's so many. It's whatever street best fits your argument. You ride down that street.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not gonna sit here and tell anyone they're wrong about who should be in Notre Dame or Miami, or Alabama or BYU, whatever.
BYU won't be in.
Whatever you want to pick out of that buffet line, that fills your time.
It's going to be incredible if a second 10-2 Miami does not make it. Back-to-back years with some of the best offenses you've seen. I guess this year's okay.
Let's pump the brakes on this year's.
Yeah, I don't think they're particularly strong. I don't stand.
The defense is very good. Is decent this year.
Who's that?
Some of the best talent. We'll say some of the top overall talent that you will find in the sport.
Yeah.
Incredible. I do like you saw Cristobal and Sark going back and forth, and they've been sparring in the media these days.
I have a rant about him. If you
what is it about him throwing with 30 seconds left?
Oh no, this is long before that. It was the main thing was he's complaining about it. So I'm supposed to just leave my players in because I lost, blah blah blah. Yeah, because you fucking suck as a coach and you lost to Louisville and SMU. You've lost 2 games because you didn't kneel the ball down. That is why.
Not this year though.
Not so super. Yeah, that's true. Not so super Mario. I can't stand that guy. And then they're doing this whole he's got the polo on today. He had a long sleeve shirt underneath it. What is it? So, yeah, I can't stand that guy. Sucks. He is
fake tough guy.
Like Dan Campbell, except worse, relative to how they've performed in their respective leagues.
I love it.
He sucks. Yeah, that was the main, but it's the main thing. You have to do that because you lost these 2 games. That's why you have to do it. There should be no complaining when you lose those 2 games to really both of those teams, as we saw after dark with Smoo losing to Cal, who just wow. And then they obviously had 9 billion turnovers against Louisville. That was at a Friday night game, right?
Yeah.
So
bringing it back in the doomsday scenario, which is
and the only thing I don't think I've ever, feel free to correct me if if you guys remember something. I don't really ever lead with the officiating, and that's certainly not why Pitt lost, so I won't do it again in that respect. It was just very annoying from the jump that it's like, all right, if you're in the ACC offices, you get a chance. Again, it looked like it'd be Virginia versus SMU, right?
Right.
You get one team in there, and then if Miami annihilates Pitt, maybe people will come to their senses about putting them ahead of Notre Dame, who they beat this season. It seemed like it was tilted at least 51-49 as far as some of the calls they were getting. Like, and it was all kind of subtle stuff, but it'd be like early in the drive, Pitt might have a chance to get a 3rd and 10. They call it pass interference. It wasn't really pass interference. Even on the Pitt's last drive of the first half, they called an offensive pass interference. It's like, definitely wasn't defensive pass interference. There really wasn't a ton on the Pitt receiver. I can't remember who it was exactly. It might have been Hicks. This is just like, you didn't really need to throw any flags there, but they go from being whatever 2nd and 6. Yeah. And then that canned comment on whatever it ended up being 3rd and 37. It's just little stuff like that. The unsportsmanlike conduct, which, as I said, that's from the top down as far as that behavior goes. But you're not emotionally saving the Miami guys, who I'm sure are also jawing. It's just little stuff like that where certainly there have been worse of the same penalty calls made for all those 3 things that I just laid out. But it was predictable from the start.
Better or worse than the ones in the refs in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, that's a whole different topic. We can segue into that. Just quite the long leash, as it turns out, in Ann Arbor,
right?
As far as player conduct. But yeah, that's kind of my recap. And that's just like, turns out you need to have guys that are able to block big athletic defensive lines. If there's anything, even if one of the games doesn't matter. Turns out that's what we learned Saturday. And yeah, I was hoping. Who'd Michigan State end up hiring?
Fitzgerald.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Fitz. Yeah. So there goes another trapdoor for the Pitt head coach to head out of.
Maybe he can.
We're nearing the end of this, whatever his last extension was, though, so that's good.
Can the Pitt head coach go to? Can he stay in state and go to the flagship university?
That would be something.
That's the last trapdoor available.
I mean, if you gave me a key to that, I would go to his house right now, open it, and personally try and shove him
Put him down yourself.
Yeah. Because that would, we'd have to. I think we might actually get a TV deal this podcast if Narduzzi went to Penn State.
We don't have to spend too much time on the cell. Last weekend was big weekend. Obviously, the biggest of the year rivalry weekend. Great games throughout. Lane ended up where he probably should have ended up to begin with. It sounded like he wanted to go to Florida, though, but just did not like what he was hearing as far as their NIL. Right? But latest out of State College, Kalani decided to stay home in Provo, in a big fat raise out of it. I honestly don't know what's going to happen here. Most people want Kraft fired at this point. I know there's higher up Penn Staters as well. You know, those, I won't name exactly what stations they're in, but all wholly dissatisfied with what was promised and what has been delivered thus far by the athletic director. We'll see. Whoever comes and is coaching Penn State here in the next couple of weeks, be interested to see. I will be throwing my support behind him wholeheartedly, and hopefully maybe that athletic director will luck box his way into something right here. That'd be funny. We'll see. We'll see. Nothing to report at this juncture after the deal fell through. I guess either late last night, early this morning. Seeing the Crumble Cookie CEO founder came up big.
That was going to be my problem. We found the flaw. Penn State does not have the CEO of Crumble Cookies.
they've got Pagula, who's busy worried about hockey. That's in Penn State, and instead of his own Sabres team, which what are they? They're ass, right? Should be worried about them.
They're perpetual ass. Yes,
they've had some.
He should be worried about
had
that.
A rough decade.
And
I mean, the Sabres traded away Jack Eichel. Like yeah.
It might even be a decade and a half at this point. They're going on a little bit of a Bills run. Maybe that's how they get their way out of this.
They haven't been good since they.
He saw the process for the Bills, and now he's implementing it with the Sabres.
What?
They haven't been in the playoffs since 2011.
So this is day 51.
Amazing.
If you went back 51 days and looked at Pat Kraft's list, what number do you think we're down to now?
So I understand that Kalani was actually higher up on his list and higher above some of the rumored bigger names than you would think. He's certainly not number 1 or 2, right? He's not an Elko. He's not a Kalen DeBoer. He's not a Cignetti, right? But I don't think he's that far down the list as some would think, and the outlandishness of it would seem to indicate. But
yeah, that was a very strategic 3 names you listed. I noticed.
Yes. Yeah. I think he has bungled this whole process, and I'm not just talking the hiring process. I'm saying the entire process. Going back to the firing, it was an incredibly emotional, rash decision, I think. I don't think you can get rid of a top 10 coach like that, run him out of town emotionally, especially in the emotional way that he did without a clear plan. There's a reason why what happened was compared so often to what Georgia did with Richt, right? And there was no Kirby Smart on the board. So I don't know what he thought he could have accomplished or what he – because he's beholden to the trustees, the big donors. He's beholden to the university. So he's listening to what people want. I don't know what he promised them as far as what he could deliver. It's obvious that this is not it. I think when it first started 51 days ago, he had his Elkos, his DeBoers, right? And Cignetti's. And when those struck out, I think he felt safe that he had Rule in his back pocket that he could use, and that's his get out of jail free card, right? But then he saw what most people, most Penn Staters did not like. He saw that most Penn Staters did not want Rule, and that kind of scared him off that. And then Rule started sucking ass also. Now he's left with nothing, no cards to play. And I think he really painted himself in a corner that way. I, for what it's worth, did think Kalani was not a bad hire. I think he's well liked. He's a good coach. He might have picked up all his voodoo in Provo.
I think he's a great coach.
He's a great coach. I think he would have done well, especially in this day and age when he can. I'm sure he can go in and make some relationships. You don't need necessarily that recruiting prowess as much as you did in the past. And whatever that you do need, I'm sure he can build up in a new area if he puts his mind to it. He definitely need help from the likes of Terry Smith or people that do have inroads. But I have no doubts that he'd be able to coach and build relationships. And then obviously nowadays NIL is king. And so you don't need that as much nowadays. Geography and history and personal background in these college footprints is not as important as it was before. So I actually had come around to it, and obviously, I didn't think I had a choice, right? I don't think we have a choice here. I'm a SA fan, which I'm not. You got to throw your support behind whoever's, because you're down the list here. I have no idea where they're going to go. A week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, when this mystery name started to bubble up, and Terry had just beaten Nebraska. The indications were that if this mystery name fell through, that it would be Terry probably that came out with it. So I'm interested to see. Definitely not a good look to fire a top 10 coach that's been there for 12 years, coming off a semifinal appearance. And after doing that, hiring his cornerbacks coach. That would not be seen as a win. Ronnie is a
Look
great.
at this fucking cat. I know. Get down. Get down.
No, leave him there. I like him.
Trying to figure out what he's been doing for the last 5 minutes instead of listening to the breakdown. Yeah, I think I would be down for this point. Terry on like the Deshaun program, obviously different circumstances.
Right.
Or
Hartline. I wanted Stein.
I think Hartline above.
I think they should have gone Stein, but now he's off the board.
Yeah. Stein would have been interesting.
Do you think State would? I'm being serious here, but I realize it's kind of ridiculous. Do you think State would consider?
Please tell me that you're. I hope I know what you're about to say.
No.
I'm gonna write it down.
I'm not pulling on any
Write it down.
I'm gonna write it down.
I'm not pulling out any wild cards here.
Hold on.
I'm just wondering if you.
Is it BK? No, don't do it. Oh, BK.
No, I mean I would love that, obviously. But
you've joked about it.
Do you go the Stanford route this year and bring on Smith as like a babysitter? And just to stabilize things and take an extra year. I realize it's Penn State and Stanford are way different programs. I realize that.
I need to.
But do you not just want do you want to just rush into something or hire like a B- choice where you kind of take your lump for a year?
I think if they had the choice, they would. Say, Terry, continue to be a good soldier here. We'll give you a 3-year deal. Probably lowball him.
Yeah.
But if I were Terry, I'd say kick rocks.
You think? What's his other option?
That would be a spit in the face, right? You would. This would be clear that he was not taken seriously.
The guy, before he came to Penn State, he was the Gateway head football coach. I don't care how you get to it. You get those keys.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe you make it clear. Say, hey, we're gonna look for guys, but
you don't even need to make.
We're gonna give you every chance to wow us.
Yeah.
Yep. I know it's not.
I don't know how they're gonna do it.
I know it's not secure. I know it's not a great show of faith, but he does seem like he's a Penn State lifer. He would be one to entertain that, perhaps.
Be a good soldier.
Yes.
Be a good soldier.
And I'm thinking now, of all the possibilities, I would still say Cignetti would have been number one to try, not guaranteeing anything. And I'm looking here, if it were like going back to my Braum suggestion again, maybe we should look that up. What you mentioned about his extension.
Let me see here.
And while we're looking this up, Jeff Braun has a 6-year contract that was extended through 2030 based on performance incentives. So there you go. And again, this is Galaxy AI, so this could all be wrong. He could have a
could be all wrong.
Florida and Penn State, there is November 12th. Florida and Penn State received bad news with latest contract. So he did get something. You're right, Ken.
Yeah.
So, never mind. But he would have probably been in the top 3 of the, just again, if it were me. So, but it doesn't sound like that's much of a possibility.
You might not know this, but did Chesney ever get a real look?
He did. I think they felt that he was still not there yet. Or, I guess they did. They liked what they saw, but not enough.
Okay.
I mean, how polished they're looking, or what they're looking for. But
if they gave him a proper look and thought that, then that's fair.
Yeah.
How are those decision makers sleeping right now? That's what I want to know. This is disaster. You can't win at this point.
Ever since for about the last 24 hours, once the Sataki looked like a done deal and then fell through, that's when I feel like the heat turned up to 11.
Oh yeah.
And I have negative sympathy for these administrators that I've so
neither do I
ridiculed. So
I agree.
That's not a Penn State thing, to be clear.
This day's been all these threads. I heard from 3 different people within an hour said the same thing. Danberg, you said it. Devaney said it, and Kistler said it. All something along the lines of, "This is embarrassing."
Yep,
it is embarrassing.
And that was. Go ahead. Sorry, I finished that.
No, I didn't have anything.
No, AY's got to finish it.
No, it's just from 3 different people, from 3 different threads, all basically. I mean, we were talking about the Penn State thing, but everyone just said, yeah, all 3 of you said something along the lines of, "This is an embarrassment."
Yeah. And that's not even, but where I was coming from with that wasn't even from a Penn State standpoint. This is obviously off the heels of the Lane stuff.
The Lane stuff.
The system is friggin' idiotic.
Well, that's no
newsflash. But
yeah,
I won't even bother wasting enough breath. Everybody knows where I stand at this point. But that's the other thing. Like, there should be a window, whether you need to push something back. And, there's no telling that, or there's no saying if there was more sensible windows established, that if Penn State fires Franklin in October, that this still wouldn't be going on with coaches that may be getting ready to coach in the playoffs or coach for a conference title or something to that effect. That being said, at least you wouldn't have any dominoes off the board. Maybe I'm being Pollyanna about it, but at least you wouldn't have anything off the board. And I always go back to the example, did it a few times this week, like, oh, you feel bad for Ole Miss, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure the last time this happened was almost 50 years ago when my alma mater's football team won the national title and then their coach left to go to Tennessee. So I don't have much sympathy for anybody in that respect.
We said it on here, was it a month ago, 6 weeks ago? Or did I say it in a group chat? In the very near future, a head coach is going to leave a playoff team.
Oh, yeah. It's inevitable.
And
it's happened this year.
It happened for years.
Yeah, the one for years has been, would a player sit out a playoff game for like a bowl style opt out? That's the one I'm still done. Like, I might pull the plug if that happens.
I think the way they use NIL,
good. I'm not playing
the way these NIL packages are written now. There are postseason and bowl contingencies now and then. Especially
so maybe that window has since passed, but
yes, especially the big.
At the same time, you can't make somebody. I guess
you can't make somebody, but I think their $1 million deals are largely contingent on it. Yeah. I guess you could sit out if you're getting paid. You've gotten paid. You can skip out on your last paycheck if you want.
Yeah,
one, right? I guess.
Yeah. If not only Lane, he's. I feel like he's the unless it were like obviously, as we'll get into eventually at some point tonight, Chesney could be in the same boat.
Yeah, Ches, and then whoever's in the American winner.
Yeah.
Well, the American winner's they said they're gonna
let both gone, right? So they're
both of them are allowed to coach the playoff. They're letting
right. Yeah. But as far as it being announced, even like again, you're gonna get asked about it. The journalists have to do their jobs with that type of stuff.
You mentioned these dimwit idiot administrators. After that governor of Louisiana was grandstanding, said they're not going to get in another dumb contract like this. It screwed us over. He's not going to let it happen. What do they turn around and give Lane? $91 million fully guaranteed.
Oh my God. Hard to believe that was.
Hard to believe. Just 3 weeks ago, the governor, we're not going to let them. He fires the AD, and what do?
That's what.
They give a bigger contract to the next guy, fully guaranteed.
This is why when we have these discussions like that, like these, it's not a matter of whether you agree that it's stupid or not, because I think 99.5 out of 100 would say it's stupid. It's how much you care to let it impact and affect your general feelings, right? Yeah, I think, I guess maybe Kirk Herbstreit might be the half of that.
The coverage, look at Dias. Dias is getting people ready for this playoff run. Look at it. Wow. The hair is looking great with the beard. I'm dying. There's a guy in full football uniform in the Dukies in the student section there in Cameron.
Oh man.
Look at him on that. What'd you think of rivalry week. What stood out to you?
Oh gosh, we should probably bypass.
Yeah, we're half an hour in. We've been on the cell. We can get back to the cell here in a little bit, but
it was.
Yeah, I mean that.
It was honestly, it was a letdown to me.
Oh really? Oh, that was entertaining.
That's because your team didn't cover and was playing at 2 a.m.
I thought we'd get some kind of. I thought we'd get some fun, but we didn't get any fun.
We didn't get anything.
Auburn, the Iron Bowl.
Yeah,
Iron Bowl was good. Yeah, we didn't get any fun results. We had some fun games for sure.
Yeah, no matter how fun the Iron Bowl was, Bama still covered.
Yeah, even going back to Friday with the Joe Pride.
Another Auburn, incredible effort, failed cover. Just unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. The Mountain West shenanigans too were pretty good.
Oh, actually. You mean the championship game deciding, or the actual results on the field?
Yeah, the results on the field that led to this this rematch. Which, if you're UNLV, right? So they have a loss to Boise. It was not close. If they win, are they thinking, step aside, JMU? We're 11-2. We only lost to New Mexico. I guess New Mexico's not. Do you fancy New Mexico or Louisville? I suppose is the. So maybe my argument just died before I finished it. Yeah, because they beat UCLA. Yeah, that'd be tough. That'd be a tough case to make over a 12-1 Fun Belt.
Yeah. No, they are. What they use the BC. They used all the metrics to decide, right? Who's going? And Boise, inevitable Thanos Mountain West still hosting.
Yeah.
A championship game. That's Friday night, I think. Clayton tried. I thought they tried a little bit, but Lane was inevitable there as well.
Was Shapstick hurt? What was going on? I saw he wasn't.
No, I think he's been hurt, hasn't he?
I don't know.
Who played for them? Douglas.
Yeah, I think so. Number one.
He's not really the answer, but I was impressed by Ole Miss.
Yeah,
and they're more impressive now because they got their offensive coordinator back as well.
Yeah, that's true. Return.
Because of that return, they went up one rank in the committee's eyes, I think. Without that return, they might not have. I don't know. Lane with the rehab, returning his offensive coordinator. That's amazing. Utah was struggling for a lot of that. That was an interesting game, I felt like.
I didn't see much of that one.
But
Kansas.
I think Utah was down. Kansas was going to go in for a touchdown through an interception, and then Utah went down the field 80 yards for a touchdown. Then Kansas got right down into the inside the 10 again, I think, and then threw a pick 6 right after that. So it was like 14 points. It was like a 28-point turnaround, basically.
Would you live out my fantasy of Leipold going to State College, Cam?
I would not say no to that, obviously. But
who do you have above Terry? Sorry, I'm not trying to.
I don't have Hartline. I think basically.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's right. You said that earlier. Yeah.
It's Hartline and Terry for me, basically.
All right, got it. I'm done.
Yeah, less cell talk. You guys catch any of this Texas A&M Texas game?
I did.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Impressive from the Horns after I don't know. It wasn't really a bad first half out of them.
No, it wasn't. Texas A&M, though, I'm not sold on this team. Obviously, I think they've got, depending on how their draw ends up, they've got first-round departure potential here, especially after the games against like Arkansas and South Carolina, and then just.
If the bracket was set today, I would. If we had today's bracket next week,
yeah.
Where do I sign?
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yep.
I mean, it was not obviously not easy, but yeah, I think we've all been a little wary of A&M. Good team for sure, but I think they're more properly placed now.
Yeah, I agree. I do not think they are top 5 material for sure. Arizona State was close for a second, and then
yeah, Sparky looked good early, and then
Jeff Sims was Jeff Sims. That's it for him, right? He'll play this ball game, and that's it. He can't come back, right? There's no way he has more eligibility. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. And then the game. Dan, how was were tensions high after that first couple?
Oh yeah. What are they doing? when saying threw that pick, I was like, this is gonna be hilarious if they do it. Yeah. As I'm relegated to TV2 for my game. Meanwhile, but yeah, that went as at least 2 of the last 4 should have gone probably in the game.
Yeah.
So we'll be.
Washington, Oregon. Washington never really had a chance. LSU, Oklahoma was.
Well, they had it to 5, right? But I don't know.
Yeah, they never seemed in it to me.
Right.
I mean, they were in it, but it didn't feel like it was.
What was I watching during that one? I had seen some of the Penn State game before AY said he saw the nice catch late in the fourth quarter.
I left it out of my quad, and then I finally switched it in because I see all
that was a
game of the day potentially.
That receiver is nice. Duff is good.
Yeah. Oh, I see all hell's breaking loose, and I was like, I'm not flipping over. And finally, I was like, you know what? I need to see what these idiots are talking about. I flipped over. It's the first play I see. What the hell is going on here?
Dude, they were torching Penn State. That is funny. Penn State, and we might as well do this now. Penn State, they did a good job the last couple of games of masking some of these deficiencies, but everything you saw in that UCLA game came right back and even more. They do not do well defending these types of RPO offenses, and give the Sriracha sauce credit. I mentioned it before. He's got a good offense there. Penn State again could not stop the run, which in turn meant they could not stop the pass. The Duff I mentioned a second ago, like 120 something yards receiving. He is nice, 6'6", big body receiver. I like him a lot. He camped at Penn State actually quite a few times trying to earn an offer. He never got one. He's in a better spot now anyway. Maybe in a better spot next year. I bet you he'll command some good NIL money from a bigger program. Hopefully he'll stay home.
He'll look good at South Bend next year.
Yeah, that's what I was exactly.
Either him or Marsh. We'll see.
Oh yeah. No, Marsh wants to play for Fitzgerald. He likes the types of offenses he runs.
Yeah.
He'll be interested in a Poppy Williams.
He'll be coming south. I mean, you got the win though.
Yeah. And after everything, Penn State had 3 50+ yard plays in the first quarter. I don't think they had more than 2 the whole year before that. They had that's not true. They've had multiple 50-yard the whole year. I think they didn't have more than 2 in a game, and they had 3 in the first quarter. They eventually the offense did the Rutgers' defense made adjustments, and the offense wasn't getting whatever they wanted in that on Rutgers' defense, but they found a way to win. The defense, for as bad as they did, I'll say the way they found to win was given to them by Rutgers by dropping the ball, but they did get the ball back, and Rutgers drove right down the field again, and Penn State came up with a timely stop on 4th down. So And then in order to salt the game away, that last first down they got, they passed it when everybody's expecting a run. That's exactly the play that people wanted them to run against Indiana when they were in that 4-minute drill and eventually lost. So good to see it come through, and tough for my Rutgers brethren, my friends. I thought it was done. I thought they got it. They haven't won against Penn State, I think, since 1988. So the streak continues. It's amazing.
I think they ought to run it back in the Pinstripe Bowl.
No, they've got another former Big East team. They've got their eyes on. I think Rutgers had not scored more than 13 combined. They had not scored more than 13 combined points in the last 6 meetings, and they had 14 points in the first quarter. So a lot of good factoids like that. Amazing stuff. They had 36. I think they totaled 36 points in Big Ten play. I'm thinking about now for all their Big Ten meetings, and they had 36 points in this game. Very good stuff.
All right.
This game in this time slot, the Vanderbilt game, Diego, I could not.
That's right on.
That's right. He is incredible. I can't believe it. His little freaking hamster ass.
Yep.
Throwing the ball, running the ball.
He's good.
He's good. I think it's a little. I think that Big Ten championship game is for the Heisman. I do think that, but been nice to. I think he's got a real shot, and I wish he was playing this weekend to try to win it. It would have been great.
Just needed a few more of those against Bama.
Yeah,
there, right.
And big recruiting news. I know tomorrow's signing day, but Vanderbilt flipping 5-star quarterback Jared Curtis from Georgia.
Hometown kids
staying home in Nashville. They've got the heir to Diego there.
All right. Good job, Doors.
Good job, Clark. Clark, he did sign that new extension, and they committed resources. I see they're utilizing those resources immediately. What else we have? We mentioned that Oregon, Washington. Washington made it again. They were just hanging inside that number, 6.5, and eventually Oregon landed the final blows. But they're injured, and I'm glad that they get to rest up. I think they're going to be really dangerous if DeCorian and Gary Bryant they're back. Hopefully they're back and healthy for their playoff run. Be interested to see.
Make it worse than last year's.
That's true. LSU Oklahoma again. I do not understand how Oklahoma continues to win. They're disgusting.
It was.
They are.
Venables' speech when that game ended was like they just won to go to a bowl game or something like this. Heart, toughness, resilience. It was or whatever. He just said a bunch of bullshit. I'm like, your team almost lost to this terrible team, and now you get to go play in the playoffs. Is just. I'm not keen on him. Is he above the ceiling right now?
He is playing well above that team's ceiling. I guess it is
as a coach, but the years they've had leading up to this.
Oh yeah, I think so. But again, is it the coach's fault that the team is its ass, and should they be better constructed?
That's what I'm saying. After it's not year 2.
It's always is it the coach's fault or is it to the coach's credit? Hey, they're winning games, right?
Yep.
It is disgusting the way they are winning them, though.
Yep.
Satania, I feel like Satania has an 80-yard play every single game. That's the difference in the game every single game.
I for the life of me don't understand LSU calling a timeout on that 4th and 2 and coming out in heavy personnel. What? You've trot out 3 tight ends and an H-back. What do you expect to happen? This needs to be the sneakiest release of all time. And Van Buren, who knows where he's going to end up at UNLV next year because he's He stinks.
What if Penn State hires Mullen?
Ooh.
It would be a stable hire.
He does not want to recruit, though.
That's. I don't know how.
He does not.
He's got a lower floor than pretty much. I feel like everybody else we've talked about.
Yeah.
Oh, at least I feel like you're going to get. I mean, you're not going to get 10-win seasons out of him, but you'll go like 8-4 every year.
I think they'd do better that even with him, but there's a chance it goes like 5-7, 4-8 bad if he really nails it. I think that's what's there. Not in the business of.
You know what? I agree with you guys. I think he's propped up this year by Calandria.
We'll see him Friday night. Shall we segue? We got.
Yeah, we should get there. I'll just mention Florida State. I cannot believe that I do believe why they're keeping them, but
that game, just those teams.
But I cannot believe that Norvell is going to be there another year after the shit show, back-to-back shit shows. Amazing. Wazoo. I don't know how they lost to Oregon State the first time around. I really don't understand.
Weird year. One of the weirder.
We mentioned that Bama Voodoo, and then the Who's taking it through the reinvigorated Hokies. Get it while you can. Next year, not going to be here. Not going to be your year with Franklin at the helm. Do either of your teams you want to talk about your teams? Because I
already did at the very onset.
All right.
Pitt was ridiculous on that one drive was just the penalties and
that was the big talk about momentum. If you believe in it,
I don't know. Tree, I think I gave Tree a little bit too much credit. They were better than Syracuse, but they really weren't good. It was 42-3 early third. It was
good championship cover there in the tail end after I went to sleep.
Couple by the Tree against our teams this year. It had 3 red zone turnovers in the fourth quarter, and then they sprint down there in 50 seconds or whatever it was. But
tough team to put away late.
They embody the mentality of their general manager.
They signed up for 60. That's for sure.
Yeah. And then the news coming out of the weekend again, lower on the totem pole for sell news, but Tavita Pritchard, he of the 40-point underdog winning fame against USC. Stanford quarterbacks him and Andrew Luck running the show. All right. Championship week?
Championship drive week.
All right.
9 games, 9 championships. Apologies to the SWAC. I left them off because I don't know if you guys know who's in that game. I didn't know until I looked it up.
I don't get why they randomly insert themselves in these things. I get it, but I mean.
What do you mean by they?
Exactly. Can't even say anything.
Okay, let's go to Conference USA. Kenny State in their second year of FBS football taking on Jacksonville State.
And this is a new coach. Took them to 9-3 in the championship game, first year.
Is Rich Rod a fraud?
Rich Rod also, yes, could be fraudulent. Could have been the infrastructure there.
That's right.
Two really good quarterbacks this matchup. Maury Cook for Kenny State, definitely the passer type, and Caden Creel, Jacksonville State, taking over for Huff last year, the running type. So clash of styles here. I like Cook and Creel going to carry the ball 60 times again. I don't know if they did last time, but I like Jacksonville State here to not let Kenny get revenge from a few weeks ago.
Championship pedigree. Jack State for me, Ken.
I'm going Jack State.
We're all going Cox.
Right.
Sunbelt, Troy, the Trojans taking on JMU. Chesney staying on board to coach. This is a lot of points. I thought it was a lot of points last week with JMU going on the road to Coastal, but they got the coach fired. I'm going to take Troy here to cover. That's just a lot of points to me. I know Barnett's awesome. But a lot going on there. They could rally and soar themselves in the playoff, but I'll take the Trojans to lose by 17. No, 10. JMU by 10.
JMU is going to annihilate them by at least 23 points.
I think JMU's been. I've got in front of the train too many times this year. I'll take JMU as well.
Great game in the American.
This is good.
2 coaches departing but staying on. North Texas traveling to New Orleans. The Wave are catching 2.5 here. Retzlaff is hurt every game. Literally every game. Mestemaker, Caleb Hawkins. Caleb Hawkins scores 4 touchdowns a game for North Texas.
Yeah.
We didn't mention Long John Silverfield going to Arkansas. That's not.
Oh gosh, that's right. Yeah,
that's not going to work.
They're having a tough time picking coaches down there.
I am going Tulane here, outright on the field. I just think Summerall's going to get done.
I think. Go ahead. I'm going to go with the momentum that this North Texas program has after they just hired Neil Brown.
The green will be mean. He'll be on the sideline.
I'm taking North Texas here to cover.
What if he tries to commandeer the sideline for the playoff?
I would not take him at that point. So I'm betting on this. Is betting on Eric Morris continue his high flying offense.
Milquetoast Neal back in the saddle.
Yep.
What a get by him to get that job.
Oh yeah,
that would have been an upgrade going from Troy before he screwed the pooch at West Virginia.
For sure.
Who'd you take, Dan?
I'm going. Oh yeah, Mean Green. Green will be Mean.
Mean will be Green. Okay. Mountain West. UNLV, Boise State, Calandria against the Bronx again. I think this is something that along the lines of I need to see it to believe it. So give me Boise again.
Yeah, huge adjustment from that initial matchup. I know Madass is he out for the season, I presume? Madsen from Boise. I don't know. I'm going UNLV. I'm just trying to nudge along my narrative that we get a little UNLV v JMU debate going.
Yeah, I don't know if Madass will be back or not. Maybe they don't want him back.
Yeah. I mean, that other guy's been pretty terrible. Who you got, Ken?
I'm taking Mullen.
All right.
I'm taking Mullen here to cover. I don't trust Boise and Madass, though he has been a little hot. I won't take it. You guys both have Madass?
No, I want UNLV.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. Big 12. Sataki versus McGuire. We saw this, a month ago? And it was a clear mismatch. Have adjustments been made.
It was the gentlest 22-point win I've ever seen. Whatever. With Texas Tech kicking 9,000 field goals.
This Tech team has been playing great ball. And I came on here in the preseason and said they'd go 7-5. and lose every road game. They only lost one road game. Can you crush the team twice is a matchup. There's got to be some adjustments, obviously. I think BYU – I picked BYU last time to hang around, and I'll give them a second chance to hang around. I do not think they win, though.
I think they got dominated way too much. Kalani, a little too much flying back and forth and distractions this week. How can I root for him this time around, especially what he just did to me? If I was a Penn State fan, so
right,
I'm going Tech for sure.
Tech for me. Tech fall.
This could be
McGuire got a nice extension, though he is still getting paid like $7 million a year, so well below what a lot of the other coaches in his area are making.
All right, we're going to Detroit Rock City. Western Michigan, Miami. Western Michigan did go into Miami's house earlier this year and beat them by 9.
Game trends. I think they do it again on a neutral site.
I do too. Miami in here via tiebreakers. I think the Bronx are too much here.
Is Martin the Solich of the MAC nowadays, of Miami? That's a question.
That is true. I am picking against an old Notre Dame coach. Great personality, too.
I'm going Martin.
Chuck's Bucks. The Spread Hawks.
Go you, the U.
Yeah, I'm on too many dogs, so I got to take a favorite. I'm going Bronx.
All right. Oh, I switched it.
Man, it's 2-on-1 down the line here. Jeez.
AY's gonna he's gonna
extend his lead.
Extend his lead big time.
If the first 14 weeks are an indication.
Well, this is tough for me.
We were talking about it on Wednesday. Ken's like, "Oh, AY's killing this year." We look is like 86 and 83. I was like, we're just terrible.
He's killing us. Sorry, he's killing
us. That's for sure. Yeah.
So the things I've been weighing here, obviously, we know a lot about these Georgia and Alabama. For me, it comes down to Georgia for me. Oh, I guess on the Bama side, Ken and I were high on Bama at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the only thing we're left grasping at as far as our preseason expectations.
Georgia's mine. That's it.
And Dan was very spot on with Georgia. Two things here that are leading me to Georgia. Actually, one thing. I'm weighing two things. I'm really going to back Stinkton, but I think Kirby in a revenge spot is just I'd rather side with that. So give me Georgia to win by 7 or 8.
I'm good with that as well.
Yeah, I am definitely going Georgia here. They've got to. They're due. They're due here. Like Dan said, they should have won that first game, though I may disagree.
That was my position. I'm sticking with.
I think Georgia has some pride. Kirby's got to have some pride here. And I'll go with Uga as well.
Yeah, I think he's got to be. He has to just want to get rid of this.
He's got to do it.
Indiana, Ohio State, 1 versus 2, big title game. Dan, are you going?
I will be in attendance.
There you go.
Who you got?
I'm going Ohio State to win by 13 in front of the hometown team, kind of.
Will you be partaking with your cousin?
No, it appears.
Are you crashing with him at least?
Oh, yeah.
You're crashing with him, okay.
Yeah, and I was just informed about 3 hours ago. Interesting wrinkle on that day in Indy. We've got a IU v. the Ville.
That's true. Basketball game. It's going to be
in Indy, rather. So
he's going to that instead.
Trying to figure out why they would play that game at Conseco or whatever the hell they call it now.
And Conseco versus what?
Well, it used to be Conseco Fieldhouse, but it was I think it's
Henkel?
Bankers something or other.
Bankers Life, yeah.
Bankers Life, yeah. But yeah, sounds like it could be just a 2-person mission. So we'll see. I will be in red. The question is it Indiana red or is it Ohio State red?
It's maroon, isn't it, for...
That's true. Maybe that would...
For Indy?
Yeah, that would give it away.
Though you could go with...
Another official, is it Crimson and Cream or something?
Crimson. It might be Crimson. Crimson and Cream could be Ohio.
Is that Alabama?
Oklahoma, I think.
Oh, yeah, it might be Oklahoma. Anywho.
What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, I just haven't. Well, it's more of the fact that, as I've said multiple times throughout this season, Ohio State has good players on offense and then doesn't allow teams to score. It's tough to beat.
I'm with Dan. I've been on Ohio State in this game all year. Yeah, I'm not wavering now.
I'm going to Ohio State as well. Anything under that 7, I feel like you got to take it.
Yeah. I don't want to be mean because I feel like I was Mr. Sig last year, but I'm not there on Indiana number 2. I'm not. Good team though. Let's round it out with Charlotte. What could have been?
What could have been? What was there, as it turns out. Only Pitt didn't do their part. So
Duke, Virginia,
and boy, did they ever not do their part.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do here. I had Duke.
As far as I'm concerned, there's only one way to go about this.
Oh yeah,
you have to pick Virginia because they just scrubbed their tits, 2 or 3 weeks ago. But you have to also root for Duke because maybe this is hyperbolic. Supporting Virginia, Sans, Virginia alums, and
Boogie Flanges nailed a 3 to go up 2 in the Dookie space.
Barring the fact that you're a Zima for life or an administrator that I hate, this is a vote for pro realignment, which is stupid. That's the way I see it. Because if it doesn't work out for those people that I don't care about, that means there will be no ACC teams in a 12-team playoff, which is hilarious. I don't even care that it's my conference. It's hilarious.
I want the Dukies to win so bad.
So that's where I'm at with it. But pick who everyone. Again, I'm picking Virginia to win. That's the sensible.
They just played 2 weeks ago and they ran them off the field.
Exactly. Much to our surprise, by the way. They were 6-point dogs.
That's true. It's hard to beat a team twice. They say that, right? They say that.
I just flipped on the game. Look at that old dad Florida fan.
I saw him in the orange. That was amazing. In the Emmitt Smith jersey. Look at this. Look at the it's the old Emmitt Smith jersey too. That's good.
Is that Summerall?
Was that? Is that Summerall?
Is that Summerall? I don't know.
Yeah. Bills fan. They got Akra Florida fan there.
All right. Anyway,
I'm taking the Dukies here only because I want to see the doomsday scenario. I want to see what they do. It would be amazing. I'm taking the 3.5. Right. Manny's gonna dial it up. Hoos are smelling themselves a little bit. They're thinking they're in. They're already counting their chickens.
Yeah. I was pulling for SMU. I did declare a group message, if not 2. I was pulling for SMU and the Zimas after Pitt lost. But now it's presented as what I didn't know around 4:00 on Saturdays. A win-win situation has presented itself.
Win-win.
I'm going back through the sheet here. Oh, never mind. I got one. I'm 1-3 in Zima games this year. So I was going to pick whatever I wanted to happen and pick against it.
Yeah.
So it would happen.
It's kind of what I did.
I need to stand on business here. I have to take Duke plus 3.5. No cap at all. It makes no sense. Besides Virginia.
No cap.
Virginia's not good.
6-7.
6-7.
I didn't mean it in the Gen Z slang. I meant no handicap, but yes, no cap. Fifth year as well. No Holy Try games this week.
Unfortunately.
Sadly.
And added a locks above the word locks.
Oh, I just realized I never shared the slate, but you get it. There's only 8 games.
All right, we have four questions left. We each have to find our own locks, and I have one bonus question.
All right. And shout out to my brother for backing Pitt. Shout out to the Mad Dog for backing Sam Houston State. Riding down the regular season with favorite team.
ZP.
Yeah. My lock is Georgia. I did not get on the board, but my lock is Georgia.
Okay.
You have to all appreciate and acknowledge my bravery for picking Georgia over Bama at the beginning of the season in the SEC title game. So
if you're taking Georgia, I'm taking Ohio State -4.5.
I knew you guys would do that. Those are my top 2. So where am I going to plant my flag?
Did you go Calandria or no?
No, I went Boise. I've seen that before. But I respect.
I think they're due.
I respect
UNLV's due. UNLV's due.
Oh, I was meaning to check see if Mad Ass is playing. In case that'll influence AY's decision one way or the other. Oh no, yeah, it's that Cutforth guy. Max Cutforth is still in there.
Was done.
Yeah, see, I always thought his name was McCorth. Oh gosh, this is gross. You know what? Let's all ride together. We're all on Jacksonville State, so I'll take Jack State.
Oh man,
let's do it.
I like Creel. I like Cook. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
My bonus question for you is: who are the 9 and 10 seeds on Sunday?
9 is still Bama after a loss.
You don't think they'll move at all?
No. Oh, okay. I guess maybe 10.
Yeah.
9 or 10. They'll be one of them.
Do you care about the order as much, AY, or just who's going to be in the 2 slots?
Who are the last 2 teams in?
Bama. After an L. And
well, you guys took Tech to cover, so BYU's not getting in.
BYU's not getting in.
Right.
So it's down to 2 teams.
Yep.
And you know which one I think it's.
I think you know who we're both going to say, right?
Do they do it?
Dan's got ACC bias though.
That's right. Yeah.
And Dan wants SOS pride, but SOS slices both ways.
So do you think so? Say if Duke wins, then they're more likely to put Miami in.
That's the thing. Yep.
That's the thing.
What if Virginia?
It's not the best, as some would say.
What if Virginia wins? Does that hurt?
I think the pendulum swings the other way.
I'm going Miami's in. I think the outrage and the uproar would be too much if head-to-head was ignored.
Oh yeah, because they both have 1 loss. Yeah. No, my tongue was in my cheek when I said that. we
haven't heard your thoughts really on this.
I think Bama's in. I like BYU covering. I don't think they win though. I think Bama and Notre Dame are in.
There we go.
All right.
I wouldn't bet it though, obviously.
Would you cash out your note?
What do you think Jim Phillips is going to say?
I guess there you go. Yeah, there you go. Will I cash out?
Marco Rubio is going to have Trump burn the whole thing down.
Will you do it based off of this? Would you debate your cash out option on the results of Saturday's games with what we just discussed?
I would, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's going to be
Duke. If Duke wins, you cash out. You better be ready as that hits triple zeros too, because I imagine.
So if Duke wins, say Bama wins, Duke wins, and BYU loses by 40, then I think I have to not cash out.
Yeah.
Because that'd be no.
Yeah.
If Virginia wins, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll assess Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I do know one thing's for sure. I'm going to be going for a run Sunday just before noon. I can promise you that.
Oh.
So I will get back, I don't know, after 1 and have time to well, I mean we could know by then too.
Yeah.
Like we could know Saturday night, say BYU and Bama both win. All right, done, boom, done.
Yeah.
According to what we're thinking, could have some drama. And look, if Notre Dame gets in, could make a run. Oh, I guess one final question, real quick. I know we're running long. I talked with Ranston tonight, late night, because the second half was boring. I posed a question: is this Notre Dame team the best of the century?
Ooh.
Memory for century?
I think we decided last year
that
the 24 team was, I think, the best. Over 15, definitely over 12, definitely over 06. 18 and 20 were good, but I think 24 was the best. So I guess we'll simplify it. Is this Notre Dame team better than last year's team?
I like the team with Bill Fuller.
The 16 team.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good team, yeah. So is this team better than last year's team?
With 16, didn't Notre Dame go 4-8 that year?
I meant 2015.
I meant 15, yeah.
Yes.
15 was the Conrad Ucrapina year and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, that's right. I would lean last year's over accomplishments for now.
Yes.
There's your
well, based on postseason accomplishments for sure, with the beating a Georgia team.
But they did lose to NIU.
We did lose it. Well, it depends on which committee you're talking to. Are you looking for more impressive losses or less impressive losses? Are you talking to last year's committee or this year's committee?
This is strictly eye test.
Eye test. I think last year's defense just made it better.
Okay.
Yeah, last year's defense made it better. You had the running game still, and you had also a quarterback running as well. I'd take last year's. Because Carr can be good, but he can also disappear, right, and do weird things.
He peaked around Halloween this year, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he'll get it back at some point, but yeah. He hasn't played as great lately.
I think you would take the steadying and the what you know you're getting out of Lenhard as well there.
Yeah, well, we'll see if this year's team makes it into a 12-team playoff, which is if they don't, they have no one to blame but themselves.
It's true.
And
Do you think Vanderbilt would be in if they were any other SEC school?
Yeah, I think I'm on record as saying that, right?
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm not saying no, so I guess I'm leaning yes.
The issue is their wins are not altogether that impressive. They've got good losses at Bama, at Texas. So if you're going by the Notre Dame formula, the great loss formula, their criteria.
Again, that if that's a street you want to go down, you can go down that street. I'm not here. I've made it clear last few weeks. This playoff log was exhausting when it was Bama versus SMU. It's tenfold now when your team is involved. I've listened to any college football pods this week. I don't think I will. Just whatever happens. It's fine. We'll see. So we'll be back next week. We will see if actually we might be back next week. Probably maybe just a quick little
Could do a quick recap.
Just a quick little thought collection. I think we'll be back next week because we're going to have a lot to talk about. Because Penn State will have a coach, we think.
Maybe.
We'll be back next week. Just a quicker one. Set the table for what's coming. Maybe even sprinkle in the first 10 bowl games. Knock them out.
Yeah, I like that plan.
Make it easier. Yeah, so we'll be back next week to digest everything that unfolds over this weekend. And I look forward to it. So for me, AWA from the People State Capital, Red State, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. To my west, D-Berg.
Good night, all. Last UFC pay-per-view on ESPN.
The end of an era. We're going to Paramount Plus.
That's right. Daner, thank you for your Thanksgiving announcements.
No free ads.
That's right. Daner.
And Can to my east.
Good night, all.
Dan, enjoy the game. Kent, enjoy the games.
I will enjoy the office building with a football stadium in the middle of it. I hate that stadium. It's not even. It's a disgrace to naming other things stadiums.
There you go.
There you go.
Thanks for listening. Take care. Enjoy the weekend, and have a good one.